Hi everyone, if you are finding this content helpful and want to dive deeper into the course, make sure to check out the entire course available on Udemy. By purchasing the course, you will get access to the course content, downloadable resources, and exclusive material to help you master developing this app using Flutter and Firebase. The link is in the description below. Now let's write a function to decode the polyline. So we'll go with decode polyline, and here we'll go with, so before we start decoding the polyline, we have to add a package and it's flutter polyline points. We'll copy this package name, and here we will go to terminal, and inside Uber Eats driver we will go with flutter pub add package name. So it will add up the package. Now what we're going to do is that, so let's wait till the package gets added onto our project. So we have the package added. We will go with polyline points, polyline points equals polyline points. We have to import the package, copy this, paste up here. Here we'll go with list of point let long data equals polyline points dot decode polyline, and here we have to go with the the string. So we will go with string polyline, and we will go with encoded polyline, and copy this, paste here, and we have got the list of polylet line. Now it's time that we convert it to a list of lat long. So what we'll do is that if data dot is empty is not empty, then we want to execute some code. We will go with list of lat long polyline coordinates list equals an empty list. So what we're going to do is that we will go with polyline coordinate list dot add, and it is going to be of type lat long. We will go with here we have to go with a for loop for var lat long points in data, and inside of it we will cut paste this code, and it's going to be, we'll copy this, paste, and at last we'll add a semicolon. Now what we're going to do is that we will add a parameter polyline here. Polyline let's go to the top, and by default it's going to be null. Okay, so Here we do have added the list, and here we will go with polyline equals polyline, and here we have to pass some parameters. Let's remove this, copy this one, paste up here, and we have to pass a polyline ID. We will go with const polyline ID, and it's going to be polyline, not polygon. Make sure you are not going with any kind of typo. And here it's going to be a type string, so you can just add up any data. Let's go with polyline. It doesn't matters what you add up. Next, the color is going to be black. Next, points, it's going to be polyline coordinate list. Then comes up join type, it's going to be join type dot round. Then width, let's go for 3. Start cap, and it's going to be round cap. Then end cap, it's going to be round cap. Then comes this parameter, and it's going to be true. We will add a comma here, and now let's import the colors file, and at last we will return the polyline, and we are good. So we have this function decode polyline. Now we want a function to fetch the direction model and then decode the polyline. So fetch current location to restaurant, fetch current location to restaurant polyline, and the next it's going to be let's implement this function first. So what we're going to do is that we will go with direction services dot get direction details. Here we do have to pass pickup location, drop location, and context. So we will go with build context context. Pickup location is going to be delivery guy location. Let's add a null check here. Drop location is going to be restaurant location. Add a null check, and we will add a comma. We have to make this function asynchronous, and here we'll go with direction model. Direction model equals await, and after fetching the data we want to decode the polyline. So what we're going to do is that decode polyline, and here we will go with direction model dot polypoints. Okay, and it's going to be the list of lat long. Okay, this one, polyline coordinate list towards restaurant. Okay, not this one, basically this one. And here what we'll do is that we'll go with, we'll paste the parameter dot add, and here we'll cut this one. Let's first go with a set of polyline, paste up here, and it's going to be polyline equals. So what this basically decoded polyline, it returns a polyline. Okay, we can't just accept a set of polyline here, so we will get some errors. And here we will add this polyline, and then at last we will notify listeners, and we are going to do the same for let's do another thing is that we want to go with, let's go to this one, copy this, paste up here, and it's going to be, so yeah, what we're gonna do is that we have polyline set towards restaurant equals, let's go to this variable, copy this, and come back here. So what it says, a value of type can be assigned to this. Okay, let's just clear it up then. Dot clear. So at first what we want is that we clear up the data and then add up all of the things. So we'll copy this and paste up here. And it's going to be restaurant location to delivery location. Restaurant to delivery. And here we will go with polyline set towards delivery, and here it's going to be restaurant location, and here it's going to be delivery location. And after decoding, we want to go with polyline set dot towards delivery dot add polyline. So it says a argument of type polyline can't be assigned to a perimeter type lat long. So it should be polyline set. Let's paste it here, and we are good. Now save it here. So what we want is that we want to trigger this to function after, right after we just accept the push notification. So after updating the profile, update driver profile into, okay, and now what we're gonna do is that context.read order provider. What was the name of the provider? Let's have a look. It was right provider. Okay, right provider dot fetch current location to restaurant polyline, and we'll go with context.read right provider dot fetch restaurant to delivery polyline. Now after fetching the data, we want to display the data. So what we're going to do is that we will go to get directional details, we'll copy this function name, and in global search we will simply go with get directional details and replace all. And after fetching the data, we want to show the data, and yeah, we are showing the data. Now we do have both the applications open. Now let's trigger this and have a look onto it. So once again, we will go to push notification dialog, and let's have a look what are the functions we are triggering. We are updating this to via order services update profile. Okay, we are updating the data onto the profile. Okay, we have this driver profile. Okay,
So what we want is that we will go to the bottom navigation bar. Are we updating the driver profile? Yeah. Let's restart the app and let's test it out. So we are restarting the driver application and we have to test out the entire thing. So here we are, and now it's time that we send a push notification. Let's request a push notification, and it says accept or skip. So if we accept here, then we should get some data. Let's go to debug console, and we have encountered some error. So here we have encountered an error. So there is a little change here. We were getting the error because in Cloud Console, we didn't enable the API. So we will go to Cloud Console, and inside our project Uber Eats, we will go to APIs and services. We will go for enable APIs and services. And here we'll go with enable APIs and services. And here we'll go to the maps section. Okay. We'll view all, and here we have to search for direction API. And here we have to enable this API, that is direction API. As you can see, it's enabled. Now we will move back to our project and let's see what is the direction model. So here we do have kilometer in meter, hour, duration, and at last we have an encoded polyline point. So what we're going to do is that we will just simply roll out with it. Now we have some errors here. Okay, there's connection timeout. We have right provider. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's clear this out and we go for a push notification. As you can see, we have a push notification. We will accept this one. Now and we are good here. So let's remove these markers. From here, we'll remove these markers and we'll head over to database to have a look like whether everything is good or not. As you can see here, we do have active request ID in driver's profile, and another thing in order, we have the delivery partner data. Okay.
Hi everyone, if you are finding this content helpful and want to dive deeper into the course, make sure to check out the entire course available on Udemy. By purchasing the course, you will get access to the course content, downloadable resources, and exclusive material to help you master developing this app using Flutter and Firebase. The link is in the description below.